Top of the day, highest vibrations. It's your girl, tears, no ease, only threes. But yes, we're always on this journey of life, guys. And as you're on the journey, you have every right to move forward towards these dreams, goals, and aspirations that you have. But what I want to do today is give you some insight of how to detect when you're making these decisions where the decision is going to lead you. All right, so when we're thinking of these ideas we have for our dreams and our goals, there's two places these ideas can be coming from. Now, both places are deriving from the same root, but I want to break down the difference between the ego and the higher self. Now, the higher self, that is the true, authentic reflection of who we are from within. That is what makes you beautifully unique in your organic manner. Now, the ego is more so the way we personalize, the Buddha. It is the way we personalize our own expression of the source. So the ego is what also helps you stand out in the public eye. But at the same time, the ego also can sometimes be moving in a place of fear and illusion, because the ego wants something that's now. The ego wants something that can fulfill that feeling in the now, when in reality the higher self never has to fear. The higher self never has to rush. And so that is what I want to shed light on. When you have these ideas, when you have these ways of how you're going to build your plan moving forward, if your mind is telling you, okay, you got to do it now, like planning it is okay, but if the action is, you feel is very impulsive and not in a nice flow sync, it is okay to assume like, hey, this is coming from my ego. Let me just take a deep breath and step back. Because yes, the idea you have is good, but you may not need to rush and do it as quick as the ego within you is telling you, right? The ego is going to be aligned with the time of this realm on earth here. So it's like, oh, time. But if you're operating from the higher self, the self within, you'll know that time is when you're ready. That is your divine timing. So the ego may want to rush and get it ready, but then if you're in tune with the self wants to actually take the time, master the craft, and put it out when it's ready in the best form and expression that you have created it to be. Now, that is just the main indicator of how you know how you're operating and where this action is going to lead. Most likely when the ego is taking control and you're like, okay, it's going to be fast, we're not going to get the outcome we're looking for. When in reality, if we took our time, allowed the self to just marinate in all that divine awesomeness, what we want will bring the fruition that we expect. But of course, life is a journey and you're going to keep learning what works for you. But until next time, I am Tears. It is cold out here. No threes, only threes for alignment. Namaste.
I've had a dream, and in this dream we are all free. Mind, body, soul alignment. It's the destiny. Pray for your protection, your spirit's resurrection, that you grace your light every time there is reflection. That in spite you are right in the best direction, that you take flight, woo, with clear perception. I got